MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
As a nation of people on the go, we've come to expect a lot from our vehicles. We want them to be workhorses, entertainment centers, and even a temporary home away from home. But when it comes to high-performance cars, for many the credo is keep it simple. Well, speed freaks, there's a new Chevrolet Corvette for 1999 that hears you loud and clear. Because the 1999 Corvette Hardtop was originally conceived as the car that Vette fans were thought to have wanted for years, Chevy planners envisioned a stripped-down, back-to-basics Corvette for a true entry-level sports car price. The reality of the final product, however, is not quite so simple. Chevy found that trying to decontent a car as complex as the C5 Corvette is easier said than done. The most obvious result of that process is the new solid roof, which replaces the Corvette Coupe's removable top panel and large glass hatchback. It gives the hardtop a more upright profile with a longer rear deck than the hatchback coupe, a look similar to that of the Corvette convertible, and means that, like the convertible, the hardtop gets a 13.5 cubic foot trunk. That's over 40% smaller than the coupes, but it's still bigger than most compact sedans. But while most Corvette owners don't need lots of trunk space, they do want plenty of room and features for themselves. So original plans to dump niceties like power windows didn't crank with Corvette files. Some bells and whistles were eliminated, but it's not back to basics. Power locks and cruise control also remain standard. The leather-covered seats too, but with one power adjustment, fore and aft movement. The coupe 6-way power adjustments are not even offered. And while there is a standard tilt wheel, the new power telescoping steering column is also not available. Nor is the new optional head-up display, but you still get to face the Vette's excellent analog gauge cluster. Air conditioning is also standard, but without the coupe and convertible's dual-zone controls. But music lovers, listen up. The entire Corvette stereo line is available to hardtop buyers. The place where Chevrolet made no compromises is under the hardtop's hood. It uses the same all-aluminum 5.7-liter V8 engine as its siblings and delivers the same 345 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. And to best use it, the hardtop comes with a 6-speed manual gearbox, normally a costly option as standard equipment. The automatic will not be offered. Right on, Chevrolet. And our hardtop, with 92 pounds less weight than the coupe, sprinted from start to 60 in 5.2 seconds. The quarter mile flashed by in 13.5 seconds at 106 miles per hour. The reduced mass makes the hardtop the fastest of the new Vettes, if only by a hair. And like all C5s, we were delighted with the responsive flat power band. A rubbery second to third shift was the only defect in an otherwise flawless drivetrain. To get that and the rest of the car around corners, Chevy has equipped the stiffer hardtop chassis with its race-ready Z51 suspension package. Buyers must do without the coupe and convertible's optional automatic damping controls, but they can add the new active handling traction system. But you must adapt to a noticeable reduction of ride comfort on public roads thanks to the stiffer springs, larger stabilizer bars, and bigger shocks. That, plus the lower weight, allows the hardtop to handle like a smaller, more connected sports car. Less Grand Tour, more Curve Conqueror. On our test track, the Z51 hardtop really shined. This 5th-generation Corvette sticks to the pavement like no Corvette before, and the hardtop is the pinnacle. And that's despite the too light feel of the Magna Steer 2 variable effort power steering. You dodge and weave around obstacles large and small like a frightened jackrabbit. And the faster you go, the more solid and responsive the hardtop feels. Equally impressive are the brakes. An average of 107 feet were required to stop from 60 thanks to the Vette's huge anti-lock equipped 4-wheel disc. Hardly entry-level performance. But then, if you've been listening carefully, you know that the Corvette hardtop has more in common with its fancier siblings than it was originally meant to. The same goes for the price. The Corvette hardtop carries a starting sticker of $38,777. That's only $394 less than that of the coupe. Add even one option and you've paid a coupe price for fewer standard features, but you do get the 6-speed. So price won't make our list of hits, though the superb Corvette engine, standard manual gearbox, super sharp handling, eye-popping brakes, and most serious sports car character do. Finding less favor with our staff is the only slightly lower price and resulting lower equipment levels just to save a few $100s. But high price or low, well-stocked or decontented, this is still a C5 Vette. And in its purest hardtop form, even more of a thrilling dynamic driving experience. Automobile Magazine said that the hardtop is the Corvette for diehards, with all of the trade-offs that implies. It's still not the truly stripped-down street racer that a few Vette fans might want, but the 1999 Chevy Corvette hardtop is one heck of a serious sports car. And with the new millennium promising more bloated sport utes and brain-dead smart cars, it's nice to know that someone is still listening to those of us who still love to drive.